BAME Farm fans. We're on a slight adventure. Hey, in the white flatbed. Hopefully we can see what's in the mirror. A lot of yellow paint. And where are we going with it? Well, let's find out. Well, hopefully you're not seeing too much of the sun visor up here. But hopefully we get a good demonstration of how much terrain feature we're dealing with right now. It should look like the road ahead is going up. It is very, very steep. Yay, gravel road. But we're not stopping. Got a big truck that's plenty heavy. As long as I can keep my foot evenly on the fuel pedal as we bounce up the hill. Man, that is not smooth. Hopefully everybody's hanging on. Whew. Yes, we're getting a taste for the adventure of going to Shawn's house. And right about here, I should remind myself to put a link to Shawn's YouTube channel, Wannabe Farmer. Hopefully a lot of you have seen his videos. To having a good adventure, doing things and stuff. Farming, planting some crops, baling some hay. And we are here because there's the gas TR70. And what are we hauling? Yellow stuff. And I don't know where to go right yet, so we're just gonna block the road in front of his house until Shawn appears. But yep, we've got the bits, the heads, the TR70. We're gonna have to get off and see those. Hey, look at that. There's the head. It's strapped down. It didn't go anywhere, but, you know, pulling the hay wagon, we're not going super fast. It is the anhydrous gear, though, so it tracks incredibly well to go plenty fast. Maybe a little faster than what we're allowed and rated for our safety triangle, but guess what? We got the triangle. It's all that matters, right? Got all sorts of bits and parts. This is just a parts head, pretty much. Probably has a good wobble box. Dad took this out of a head. We've had multiple 960 grain heads, starting from the 975 through a couple of TR70s. Dad even bought one or two in between for parts, or they were in better condition. And this is this side of the corn head. You ready to attack, Shawn?
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yes, well, this could be exciting and hopefully not too exciting. I blew out a line on my skid steer trying to get this loaded. Or actually, no, I blew out a cylinder.
You didn't tell me that, goodness.
Well, I mean, my skid steer is 40 years old. Yours is at least from this century.
Yeah.
But it was the only cylinder that hadn't been rebuilt yet for the tilt on the front end. And your forks do look short.
They're tiny.
They're shorter. Wow.
That's what I said. Yeah.
I mean, it might be because they're spread far apart, but they look...
Oh, no, they're short.
Okay.
That's what I said. My thought was to get either a strap or a chain.
Yeah, well, as long as you reach, that's our frame underneath. As long as you can reach in that far, you'll be fine. It won't do you any good to be in any farther. A chain up.
The back is heavier?
No, I'm just saying, this is your frame, and there's nothing else solid for you to hit very well,
yeah.
if that makes sense.
It does.
So you're going to be carrying the weight right here, and just, yeah, you got to mostly chain this down. It may want to tip forward. But I figure we're on the gravel here. It'd be as bad as anything, unless you want to reposition.
No, this is fine.
Okay. Well, I need to grab that before Shawn gets too close. Need to get a chain, see how... I'm not going to reach that. I thought I could go through here, but we have this lovely thing in the way. I'm gonna play acrobat for a second. Well, we have plenty of chain. Well, hopefully you can see everything down there.
Barely.
Here, well, come to the right a little bit. There you go. Oh, geez.
Now what? I'm pretty far underneath that support.
Yeah, but we still need to somehow chain it to
I would just
something.
This flimsy bar.
Yeah.
Around those holes in the top of that sheet tin.
Is there anything to loop though? Oh, yeah. Okay. Need some chain. I guess I should have got video of loading this, but I didn't. I wasn't thinking about that. I was too focused on getting it loading, getting it on. Okay. This is precautionary, so we don't tip the head forward. Hopefully your skid steer is heavy in the back. To load this, I ended up using the forklift that was already on the back of the loader tractor.
Oh, wow.
Well, it was already on the back of the loader tractor. I wish you had a bigger hole to get chain through out there.
I can go cut it.
I might be able to, there we go.
There you go.
Just gotta work it. Shoot, I did that backwards though. It probably won't matter. I had the loader was still on the hydro, but the 3-point ran out of lift once I got it so far off the ground.
Yeah.
Like weight capacity.
How much does this head weigh?
Well, probably at least 2,500 to 3,000 pounds.
I can lift 2,500, no problem.
Okay.
I can lift a 4,000-pound car.
Well, then you should be fine. But you realize there's still like a lot of weight.
Yeah.
I don't think this would be much heavier than that. There's heavier steel at points. But I had to use the bucket loader to lift the front end up so the head was on the ground so I could lift the 3-point up more.
Oh, wow.
And then lift the loader up to tip it all back forward and then use the mast on the forklift to go straight up.
Yeah. Okay.
I should have used a bigger tractor, but it was already on the hydro, so I was not gonna spend the time to move it around. Okay, let's try not to die or break too much. Oh, that went better than expected.
You want to tighten up those chains just in case? I mean, it's on the forks, but I want, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I may not climb on top.
Yeah.
Oh, how can we not die today? There's not much tightening I can do.
Hang on.
Like, it looks loose. But I don't have a... Lovely. That would probably never ever gotten out of there.
Washing your truck for you.
Yeah. But that water would have never came out of that pipe. Oh, now you're testing. Ooh, okay, we're getting light a little bit. But you're off, it's yours.
Yeah, I'm worried about if it jars back forward and wants to take me with it.
Well, that's why... Well, you're not gonna flip, you're just gonna have a real fun ride. As soon as you can, I'd say start dropping it down. Oh yeah, piece of cake. Well, you're clear, you can put it down. I don't know how quiet it is for you in the cab, but your skid steer's a lot quieter than mine in general.
Yeah.
You don't hear the hydro pumps screaming at you. You probably have a bit more muffler though. See, this is why we didn't film me loading it, because, well, you know, we're just gonna show something that might be a bit more OSHA approved.
Sight, isn't it?
Yeah.
go get him some corn.
Yeah. Your combine shrunk. What'd you do? Get it wet?
Huh?
Your combine shrunk.
Yeah. At least it's a track model.
Yeah, that's probably the most important thing for our area. I've seen like the old combines, a lot of them ran in Arkansas, not New Hollands, but red or greens, like 715s, John Deere 95s, where they've got steel tracks on them for the rice paddies. And I'd found sets that would fit the TR70, but that would just be hell to get down the road. I don't know where Shawn's going. Say hi to Shawn's sheep. This is Roger, and I forget the girl's name. But you're turning into a little butthead. Yeah, you can play nice. He wants to try to ram me. Well, I guess we might as well keep a set together. It looks like he's going over here by the TR70. Still a nice yellow combine. I kind of miss it at times, but I have the 86 now, so I won't get too sentimental. A wee bit of size difference between the combine and the skid steer. I guess I need to unchain him now too. So if this went so well, the grain table will be a piece of cake.
Yeah, it's definitely heavy.
Oh yeah.
I could feel every knob on the tread. You know?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure there's at least 3,000 pounds here. When I moved it with the skid steer, well, I would have needed Nick on the back to actually get it on the truck. I was kind of like the tips were scraping the ground and I was backing up and the back wheels had air underneath them. They're trying to be like Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Taking off.
Here, you want to throw that in here with me or what? Are we going to need it?
We shouldn't need it for the grain table.
Okay.
Oh boy, now I gotta pull up. The truck's empty. I guess we'll just kind of keep the same thing going. Ow, you little, that was my heel. Yeah, I know you're probably jumping the ditch. Cute little sheep. Bah. You're not going for a ride. Not that I wouldn't mind a sheep or two. Especially because they're hair sheep. Guess I shouldn't have taken the parking brake off so quick. Over, all the way up. First gear. Looks like the sheep are smart enough to get out of the way. See how far we need to go. Hopefully Shawn's paying attention. I'm just guessing. Well, he didn't say to keep going. How's that? Guess we'll kind of keep the same pattern of life going. Maybe should have left it idle, but let's have some peace and quiet. Now, the one thing we gotta watch out for is look on the other side.
Oh yeah, the auger.
Yeah, we could have a log roll. Might just need a block of wood.
Get it.
That's a block of wood or a couple big
How heavy
sticks.
is it?
I don't know. A few 100 pounds.
I mean, we can roll it right there as long as I don't mess up the flighting.
Well, that's all about the landing.
Yeah.
This is one of the few tubes that I've come across that hasn't been adulterated.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Dad kept it, because the one in this head has been adulterated.
Now I got my other neighbor coming.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, I know, I left the garnish on the head, sorry.
It's alright.
Now let's see if we die, if this rolls off at us. Mine's loose and that one's loose. Ah. Oh, they feel brave right off the bat. For a gravel road back here, it is really, really busy. Okay, here Shawn comes to get the beanhead. This will be a piece of cake. Really, I mean, it's much lighter than the cornhead. I don't know if we'll be able to see him come through or not. We could try to watch. No, we can't see anything over here. Can't see from underneath. We can see the skid steer. We can see this thing moving. Hopefully his forks are long enough. He should be fine. Most of the weight in the head's pretty far back. There's a lot of air here.
What do you think of chicken?
Is it not going under?
No.
What about... See, I ended up lifting it. I was actually above it before. You'd probably be fine since this one's purely parts. Too wide? No. You need to push them in? Lift up your tips. There you go. Lift up your tips some more. Okay, come in.
You're hitting something over here, Bob.
Here, come in.
Like this once or twice. A little bit more. There you go. There you go.
I imagine it's probably yours. Good. Woo! This would be the heavier side. Now the door flops wide open. Come on. Well, you got it.
Can you shut that door? I don't want to bend it up.
Act like this is a barn or something. Okay, we gotta get the nut loose. Well, it's not shut.
It's not swinging open.
Yeah, I'll probably make it around the yard fine.
Got it?
Yeah, it's not coming open too quickly. Of course,
I'll just be careful.
the problem is I'm sure that there's another nut down low, but I'm sure it's rusted on.
Right.
Made it down the road the whole way here with no problem. Come on, set it down. Ease my fears and set that thing down. He's gonna carry it sky high, isn't he?
Of course.
Of course he is. Yeah, this is the scariest part, moving this thing around. Shawn's not the quickest to, you know, keep it low to the ground, so, you know, when it falls, it only falls inches instead of feet. So make the journey again. We got our two little sheep buddies with us. Roger and his girlfriend. I still can't remember your name. But yes, this is much lighter than the beanhead. Only a 13-foot cut. It's got some garnishment from its resting place near the trees at home, but we're not gonna get any use out of the parts on it because they're a bit old for our machine now. Watch it join the other one in its resting place, keeping the grass from growing too tall. Woo! Tracks at the back look like they got a little light there, but you might have stopped fast going on here. No, don't ram me. No, no. Ah, touchdown. Safety. We made it. It's there. It's not gonna fall off.